Hey! Recently I created a video game music demo. For this purpose I downloaded the Unreal Engine 5 showcase game called Valley of Ancient. Then I designed a music system in Wwise that I later implemented into Unreal Engine project. If you want to check out the gameplay with my music, the links are below. Now let me show you what's inside of Wwise. When the game starts, an event play music at start is triggered, and the music state is set to intro music. We can see our main character sitting by the fire camp. This triggers a little ethno-flute melody, which plays a role as a main character's theme. You can hear a gentle duduk flute playing in the background. The theme transitions fluidly to the soft loop made mainly of ambient sounds. From there, a player has a choice, either to let out a flying magical drone to scan the neighboring area, or to stand up and walk around. When the player selects a drone, music state changes. Drone is a playlist consisting of an intro and a pretty long loop. The loop has a few markers which trigger an event called Play Random Falling Notes. The event triggers a playlist called Drone Falling Notes, which is a list of music segments that are randomly chosen. A certain weight parameter is assigned to all of them, for instance to favor a choice of silence instead of a sound. When a player decides to exit the drone flight, the music state changes to drone out, which triggers a little exit cue. Now, the player is left with no music, sound only, as the character walks towards the magical sphere. When she presses the sphere, the music state changes to a dark world. Dark World is a playlist with an intro and a loop. The intro has a more of a nostalgic and dramatic atmosphere, while the loop is dark and is building tension. In case a player rushes forward without exploration, and so we never hear the loop that's after the intro, I have designed a safety valve. If the player is close to the main opponent called the Ancient One, the RTCP parameter, Ancient Distant Fast, goes up and the volume of a second vertical layer under the intro goes up, and we hear this dark choir whispering. In normal case, however, the intro is still playing. Then we approach a dark world loop, which consists of 3 vertical layers. Each time a player goes through a gate in a game level, it brings our hero closer to the main enemy and the volume of layers changes. First, a tension parameter assigned to a trigger box in the level goes up, and an additional layer of drums and sound design is introduced. Then, with another past gate, the Ancient Distance parameter goes up, introducing the dark choir whispers. When the player moves even closer to the main enemy, animation is triggered in the game. That's when the game music state changes again, and playlist with combat intro music and few different loops starts to play. The combat intro music is synced to the animation. It was composed this way in Cubase. After the intro, we arrive at combat loops. Each of them has custom cue points telling the engine in which places to switch between the tracks when a given action in the game takes place. Every time a player hits a highlighted place on the enemy's body, the music state changes. The final phase of the combat is when the enemy is almost dead. An epic choir emphasizes this crucial moment in the battle. Finally, when the enemy is defeated, a victory cue is triggered. We hear our main theme again, but in a more positive version. The defeat cue wasn't needed because we can't die in this game. What a shame. Thanks for watching.